Bro, can you sit down? No, 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 no. Hi. Hi. Okay. Can you hear him purring? Down? Can you lie down? Thank you. Aww. Okay. Hi. I'm Maddie. And recently, I ended up on the official Conan Gray fan page, which was kind of bonkers. I'm a very big Conan Gray fan. If you didn't know. And recently, I went to the Wishbone World Tour, this show in LA specifically, and I spent a very long time making my outfit, perhaps too long, one would say. I wanted to go through the process of how I made the outfit, and also a little bit on just the story of how I ended up on the fan page on Coneworld, because it's kind of crazy, and I just think it's cool. For my outfit, it's pretty similar for the outfit that I had for the Wishbone pajama show, except I wanted to make it less pajamas and more like sailor. My original idea was to try and kind of recreate one of the like prince outfits that Conan wears on stage for this like era. My idea was a mix between the one that was like dark blue and white and then the light blue one. That ended up getting scrapped because I didn't want to sew a whole shirt from scratch. And also Joann's R.I.P. Joann's. I don't trust online fabric stores. So I did not go for a prince outfit. So I took my sailor collar that I had last time, it was just plain, and then I embroidered the words Wishbone on the back, and I then took this red trim that I had also dyed from last time, and then I sewed that to the edge of the collar. Then I ended up with this, which I really ended up liking. I wanted to also sew some stars on it, but I didn't end up doing that because of time limitations. I also ended up making this little Wishbone and Found Heaven belt chain. It was originally just going to be Wishbone, but then I wanted to include a little bit of Found Heaven because Found Heaven is my favorite Conan album, and that's what got me into Conan. So I made these little shrink plastic Found Heaven star drop and added them on at the end. I already had my sailor hat from last time, so that didn't need any updates. Then as for the shirt, it went through a few phases. At first I was just gonna wear this light blue striped button-up that I have that was just gonna like kind of complete the sailor look. It was gonna just be simple. And then the rumors of Wishbone Deluxe started spreading, and everyone thought that Wishbone Deluxe was going to be red, including me. So I had a moment where I had no idea what I was gonna do, because since everyone thought it was going to be announced at my show, which it was, I wanted to be on theme, and I wanted to wear more red. The thing is, I live in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is very hot, and the only red shirts that I had that would have worked were long sleeve sweaters. I didn't want to wear the sweaters for obvious reasons. So I ended up just like scrapping the red idea for shirts. And then I had the brilliant idea to take some old fabric that I had to kind of tie it into a sash that like looked similar to the one that Conan wears in his like pirate outfit that he wore on stage for a little while during like the summer festivals last year. I really liked that look and I wanted to incorporate it somehow. So there was a little bit more red in it in case Wishbone Deluxe was red. It wasn't, but... And then for the shirt, I just ended up going with the original button-up that I planned, and then I wore a white tank top under it so I could like have the front open. And for makeup, I wanted to do Found Heaven inspired. I kind of just like went at my face with a bunch of different color eyeshadow. I kind of wanted to make it look sunset-y. So it was like blues and reds and a little bit of yellow. I took inspiration from the Found Heaven cover art makeup, and I just added in more blue, and I added in some stars and some glitters and stuff like that. And then this is what the finished outfit looks like. I did originally plan on taking my jacket with me, but again, it was really hot and I was out all day, so I didn't really want to take a leather jacket with me because I knew I wasn't gonna wear it all the time, and I didn't have anywhere to put it, so I kind of it was just for that little video session. So now that my outfit was finished, it was time for the actual concert. So Friday, March 20th rolls around, me and my friend, we get ready. We're gonna go to Cafe Grey because there's the Cafe Grey meetup, like the fan meetup, and it was gonna be so fun and awesome. The times were 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for mine. And it was at this coffee shop called Demo. And my genius little brain was like, oh, okay, there's probably only one coffee shop in the general neighborhood of Los Angeles with the same name. So I just look it up, and it seems to be in the right area. So I'm like, okay, this is fine. Don't need to do any further research on this. Hit go. So we go, we end up going to the one that I found. It was not the right coffee shop at all. And we're like, oh shit. Because by the time we get there, it is 2:30. The cafe is supposed to close at 3. We're not in the right spot. We don't know where we're going. So we find the right address. It's 5 miles away. But this is Los Angeles, so it takes us 30 minutes to get there. We finally get to the right coffee shop at 3 p.m. But, thank the Lord, the coffee shop's usual hours were, like, morning opening, and then they close at 4 p.m. So they just kept it going until 4. The universe was on our side. So I have my, like, big clear backpack full of, like, photo cards and bracelets and, like, these little, tickets with, like, the date and everything on it that I made. Because every time I go to a Conan concert, I go crazy with my handouts. I like giving people free stuff. So I'm handing stuff out, and there's this woman taking pictures, and I figure, oh, she's probably, like, part of the official team or whatever, so I let her do her own thing. I don't bother her. And then, I'm talking to people, like, I got interviewed for a video someone was making on TikTok. I'm talking to people, I'm making friends, and then the woman comes up to me, and she's like, hi, I'm with, like, the official Coneworld thing. Would it be alright if I interviewed you? You can talk about, like, the handouts that you make and, like, why you do it and what you're thinking about the show that's gonna happen tonight. I'm like, absolutely, yes. She's interviewing me, and she's basically just asking questions like, oh, do you have any predictions for the show tonight? Like, why do you make these handouts? And, like, what's your process behind doing it? Like, what made you think of it? And stuff like that. I think this is why it didn't get used. Because there's this one picture. As of the time that I'm filming this, it has not been used on stage yet. There's this one picture Conan posted on Instagram with the outfit rack for, like, the costumes that he wears on stage. And there's this one sailor outfit that hasn't been used yet. It is a red one, and I mentioned the red one being like, oh, it's so getting used tonight, like, Wishbone Deluxe is so getting announced tonight, and that outfit is so being worn. It wasn't. So, not only do I think that woman didn't know what I was talking about when I mentioned the red sailor outfit, I also think that since I mentioned it and it hasn't been used yet, they couldn't use the footage that I was in. Which, it wasn't a long interview. It was like 5 minutes. It wasn't a good interview. I was kind of stumbling over my words because I wasn't expecting to be interviewed. But I think that's cool, either way, that I did get interviewed at all. There's that story, and then there is this one of how I actually ended up on the social media page. Like, flash forward, I've handed out all my stuff, we're in our seats, like, we're waiting for the opener. I'm sitting there with my friend, and I look over, we're on the floor, I look over, and I see this guy walking down the aisle with some people, and there's some fans talking to him with a camera. And I recognize him as Conan's photographer, Dylan. And the funny thing was, my two friends who had gone to the previous two shows, Sacramento and Seattle, had both either seen him or ran into him at their shows. And I saw him, and I was like, this is the perfect opportunity. I can keep our streak going of running into Dylan. I walk up to him, I'm like, hi, oh my god, are you Dylan? He's like, yeah, hi. Because it's kind of chaotic. There's like a lot of people talking. And I just go, oh my god, hi, can I get a picture? Meaning, can I get a picture of me and you so I can show my friends that I ran into you? He took it as, can I get a picture of my outfit? Because a lot of other people were asking to have their photo taken. And like, I wasn't gonna say no. So I pose. I'm like, I'm kind of nervous because I don't know. I don't usually have my photo taken by professional photographers. So he takes the photo, and he's like directing me on like how to stand, like how to hold my thing so like the outfit looks the best. He's so nice. He was like the nicest man ever. Oh my god. Would love to meet him again. He's so kind. And he's like, oh, okay, wait, your makeup's really cool, because I had like the Found Heaven makeup and everything. He's like, wait, let me zoom in and get like a close-up of the makeup. I'm like, oh, okay. That's even scarier, because that's just my face. We take the pictures, and I'm just talking to him a little bit. I don't really remember what happens. And then I'm like, wait, can I get a selfie real quick, just because I mentioned my friends had run into him. Take the selfie. I did get the selfie. I will put it like right here. And then I go back, like I've like finished talking to him. I go back to my friend. I'm like, oh my god, that was so cool. He like took pictures of me. It'd be crazy if I ended up on the social media, because at that point I didn't know if the interview I had was gonna be used, or like what was gonna happen. Then the show happens. Awesome, it was so good. Wishbone Deluxe announced, the best release date announced. Like, they hadn't posted the photos from the show yet, but that, like, they posted Conan's photos, but they hadn't posted the fan photos yet, so I was like, oh, okay, maybe they're just, like, taking their time. Like, I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I don't think I'm ending up on this. And then, I think the Monday after, I was messing around in my room or something, and then one of my friends texts me and goes, oh my god, have you checked the Coneworld thing in the past 5 minutes? And I'm like, no. And then I go and check. They had posted the pictures of the fans from my show. And I scroll, and slide 16 was the photo that Dylan took of me. It was the photo that he took of my outfit after I asked him for the selfie. And that was just kind of really fucking crazy. Yeah, that's how I ended up on Coneworld. I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't use the interview, but also I understand why they didn't use the interview. It was really bad. I'm not a good person to interview spontaneously. I stumble over all the words, all my words, all of them ever. But I think it was really cool that it happened to me twice in the same day. It was so cool. The whole night was so amazing. I met so many awesome people. It was so fun. And it was just great. And like ending up on Coneworld was the little cherry on top. It was my little cherry. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for watching and listening. I just thought it was a kind of fun little story that, I don't know, wanted to talk about, because I think that the story behind like meeting Dylan and the stuff that didn't get used, I thought that was fun, and I thought some people might like to hear about that. So thank you for watching. I will probably be making another video eventually. I'll see you whenever. I don't know. Look, I'm so bad at outros. Okay, bye.